So to prepare sodium sulfate, we require some beakers and test tube, sodium bicarbonate or sodium hydrogen carbonate, which is basically known as the baking soda, sulfuric acid concentrated. My one is about 98% concentration. So first I will add some water in a beaker. I am using a dropper to add as to take proper amount of water. You can add directly with one beaker to another. So I will continue the process adding water. We will not have to take much water, only little bit. Let me add 2 more. I think this will be fine. Now I will dilute the concentrated sulfuric acid. I will have to do it very carefully and slowly, because hopefully you all know how much dangerous sulfuric acid is. It can make the beaker break if dilution is something wrong. So I have diluted some part of sulfuric acid. Now I will put the baking soda and see how the carbon dioxide is coming out. Actually, when I will add sodium bicarbonate to H2SO4, it will form sodium sulfate along with water and carbon dioxide. That carbon dioxide came out, which you saw, and see the carbon dioxide is still coming out in bubbles. It is forming sodium sulfate by simple displacement reaction, and that coming out of the carbon dioxide is known as the brisk evaporation. I will do it once again to show it once again clearly. As the reaction is very fast, you may not have seen it properly. See again how the carbon dioxide is coming out, and as the carbon dioxide is coming out, the solution is also coming out of the container. So I have prepared my sodium sulfate, and this is my sodium sulfate. I will proceed further in my experiment with this sodium sulfate. So first we will require the sodium sulfate solution that I prepared just now by the process of brisk evaporations. I will take 2 pencils which are having lead in it, as lead is a good conductor of electricity. There is a bulb in between, and the pencils will be the electrodes. I will take a 9-volt battery. I will take wires, battery connector, and finally a switch. So the first and foremost thing you will have to do it, you have to connect all the wires. So first, this is my positive side, red one, and this is my negative side. I have taken the positive side here, and see this junction. Here it has 2 wires, one going directly to the light. Here it is the light, this is the negative terminal of the light, and this is the positive, and this junction is going straight to the top of the pencil or the lead. This is my negative terminal. Again, it is having 2 junction. This junction is going straight to the top of the pencil. That means this is the negative end of the pencil, this is the positive end, and this is going to the light here. See, this path, black path, is going to the light. Now you will wonder why I have given the light here. Because just to check whether my circuit is running or not. This is my sodium sulfate solution, and I have to add that circuit in it. So here I have given that circuit in the beaker, and as you all can see, this is my positive terminal. this is going straight to the switch. I have connected a switch after that, so that it is not direct, and the positive side of the switch is directly to the battery. Now let me come to the negative side. This is the negative side, from where it is going straight to the light, and one is going to the pencil lead. So my circuit is complete, and now I am just going to turn the switch on, and I will check whether there is an electrolysis going on or the light is glowing or not. So I am putting the switch on. You can see that the light has glowed. Now first let us to look at the cathode. Cathode means the negative terminal. It will attract Na plus, that is the positive ion, towards it. Na plus will get reduced. From Na plus it will gain one electron, and it will form Na, and it will deposit. Now let us look at the anode. In the anode, water will be oxidized, but sulfate ion will not be oxidized, because the SOP value, that is the standard oxidation potential, is very less for sulfate ion. So water will be oxidized to form 4H plus 4E minus plus oxygen gas. So you can understand how the bubbles are coming out, how oxygen gas is coming out from the anode, and how is Na plus deposited. The bubbles are making you clear. If you look very minutely, you can find the bubbles, and the light glowing above proves that the circuit is working. Now I turn the switch off, and it is coming out, but the rate is very slow. It will stop